Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Leafslide by Karin Frank. Oh, this is a neat one. And on the rather unique side, I'm going to say, it starts off with having a, thought I had my pens in the right order here, but apparently I didn't. Okay. It starts off with a big repeating S shape, and I don't think it matters which way you start, but I'm going to start this way, and like this. Just a big swoopy S. I was trying to think of, how do I want to describe that? I don't know what's in my head. All right, then, right before it curves, we're gonna do an orb, but the orb is going to be hollowed under this section here, so it's just a partial, like that. And so on each side, again, right before it curves, that one doesn't have a whole lot hollowed. It'll still turn out fine. There we go, like that. Then, starting from the top, we're going to, from this tip, going to make a little bit of a curve line like that, right into that orb. Same thing here, but I mean, there's no end, but we're going to use the takeoff and land concept and kind of trace over a little bit, curving in a tad. Same thing on the flip side. And, depending on how long you have this, you just keep going, okay? Then, and for whatever reason, I was getting weird shapes with this next step. Not weird shapes, it wasn't what I was wanting from what I was seeing, but we'll see what happens right now. Okay, next, we're going to, it's kind of like a flux or teardrop shape, but it's only a partial one. And I'm going to start it here and end here. I think that was my problem. I wasn't going up high enough. You'll see on my version of the step outs, because I just kind of do it as it comes, and whatever happens happens. And it is kind of neat because it's kind of a little bit different inception every time. So as I like to say, I give people hope. All right, same thing on this side. And we're just merging in here. And then this one, again, just merging in here. Yeah, that's what they mostly turned out like. Like that one. But it's okay. It doesn't matter. All right, next, we're going to do another one. And we're going to tether it right to that same spot there. So this one could come down a little bit more if you wanted to. Yeah, second one's a little bit better. All right, and that is it, essentially, except for to play. Now, I really like what I did. I like what I did. I like what, well, of course I do. I want to look back as I'm thinking about it here on, or I lost it. I'm not sure where it went to on my computer here. But I liked how Karin decorated this with some wispy lines, maybe a little bit longer than that. Yeah, coming up like that, kind of from the orb. And adding a little curve just adds, to me, it kind of adds to this whole curve. And then I'm gonna fill these in. She has a beautiful sample with colors and stuff, and it is gorgeous. But I like to stick with black, white shades of gray here. And okay, I'm gonna put the shine on this side. Let's see if I get the little sliver or not. Oh, barely. I must have bent. Oh, this must be. Yeah, this is the bent pen. You know, I need to like put some tape or something on the end of it so that way I can't. So I can tell it from the good ones. It makes the lines a little bit thicker, especially if I get it on the. I don't know if you can see it, like there. Yeah, you can see it on the curved side. All right, I'm going to do this one the same way. I'm going to debate on this one here for a minute. You know what? No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to debate anymore. I figured out what I'm going to do. And because in Zentangle, we don't necessarily, like, we don't shade, unless you want to, of course, but we don't typically shade for light source and things like that. So that's why I'm like, this one is going to be the opposite way, because I wanted it to go the opposite way. And so as I was contemplating it for the brief second, I quickly reminded myself that we don't worry about that here in Zentangle. We do what we want. And because that's the way I wanted it to be. Okay. It's like I didn't even need to think about it. All right, so now for some shading. Because I'm seeing, you know, this curve here. Now, it could. No, wait a minute. Yeah. So what I did on my version of the step outs, because I was seeing this curve and I'm like, well, to me, I'm picturing that it's going to be a little bit. See, and in here I'm worrying about shadows. That's the beauty, right? You can just take it or leave it. It's whatever you want to apply it, you can. Oh. But I'm just going to do it on this side of each of the curves. You know, and really, as I'm thinking about it now, well, I guess, I mean, it doesn't have to be this wide, as long as, you know, it's just some kind of S shape. Because I was just thinking, how narrow could that be and still be effective? I have to play with it. I mean, this is very neat. It's dramatic and it looks really cool, but I like the idea of this. I'm gonna have to try it in some, I'm gonna call it shallower or narrower S shapes. Well, that does that. Yeah, I like that. And let's see, then I'm going to jump over here because this is what's in my brain right now. And that is that this is tucked underneath that. In my mind, anyway. So we're going to put some graphite there. And then on this side, oh, and really, I'm thinking about that. I don't know what I want to do with that. Because this has stuff. I mean, it doesn't really have stuff. Okay. I will continue to contemplate. In the meantime, this is kind of tucked underneath that orb. And where the stuff's tucked underneath, I'm going a little bit darker with the graphite. I don't know if let's see. Can you even see? Yeah, I guess you sort of can. I wasn't as dark here. I just want it to be a little bit different. And I'm just using the regular, you know, this is, it's a general's pencil. It's the Zentangle pencil that comes in our kits. And, I think I might just leave it at that. I think it looks it's just so neat looking. The swooping and it's just, I don't know. There's something about it. I really liked it. And as soon as I saw it and tried it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so fun. And wanted to share it. So Yeah, it's just really, really neat. Yeah, and I'm picturing, with colors. And I like to do sometimes my borders, if I'm doing traditional Zentangle, with a little bit of a curve. And that's why I'm just thinking, that could be interesting, for a side thing, or maybe a string line. I don't know. It's just really cool. All right, well, I hope that you've enjoyed this. And if you have, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. I'm just tapering these off a little bit more to make me happy. Let's say if you liked it enough to see more, please, would hope you would subscribe to the channel. In the description section, you will find links to the step outs. I always do my own version and then link to the creator of the Tangle so you can see their own handiwork. Below that is my link tree. There you will find all of my links. So social media. So if you'd like to connect, that would be great. You will find links to my website where you can follow my blog. My blog basically consists of the Daily Tangle. That's what this is. And then when I get to sending out replays from the free classes, you will see them there, or even some of the paid ones. I like to send them out. I've gotten away from the habit, and I'm working at getting back to it. So that's what you could expect to see from the blog, at least right now. You'll find a couple links on to follow me for classes. So if you're interested, would love to have you join us. I do a lot of free, and I do have some paid. Thursdays, it's Tuesdays and Thursdays right now. Thursdays are free. It's called Tangle Time. And then Tuesdays are mostly paid, except for the third Tuesday, which is Tough Tangle Tuesday. That one is also free. And the free ones, they're an hour long. I always start at 11 a.m. and I should say 7 p.m. And we go for an hour. It's Eastern time. I'm in Michigan. And we have a fun time. So come and join us. And the last thing I want to highlight there is our Tangle Addicts community group on Facebook. So if you'd like to have Zentangle fun 24/7, pretty much, come and join our group. It's a nice, safe place to share. Everyone understands that we all come from different talent levels, or I call it different abilities and different disabilities. And we just like to celebrate what everybody does, because if you did it, then it's great. And, we're all on a different journey, and there's, no judging, there's no wrong, there's no mistakes in Zentangle. And, we really, really, I'm so excited about this group that has developed over the last several years, and that, there's a lot of this, nope, no mistakes, although, if you're trying to achieve a certain thing, of course, will help, but, you will not, that's what you'll find versus, I just heard stories. I've never experienced it myself where, critiquing and stuff like that. I see people ask, but anyway, it's a great group. Hope you join us there. When you click the link, you have to answer the 4 questions, though. That is the only caveat. All right, so with that, thank you again so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.